말씀드렸는데 이 앞에 나오는 게
세션들 놀라면 어떡해.
Great. Well, my name's Janine. On behalf of Disneyland, I would like to welcome you to CircleVision. As you may know now, Disneyland is now preparing for a new generation of Tomorrowland attractions. So as a special tribute to 40 years of CircleVision, we are currently presenting the 1960s classic Walt Disney's America the Beautiful. Although Disney has created many memorable CircleVision films over the years, America the Beautiful has remained one of the most popular and best loved of any of the films. Various versions have played here from 1960 until 1984. I bet some of you remember this film back in the 60s. Anybody? No? One person. Great. That's good. Does anybody know where the idea for CircleVision came from?
Walt Disney himself.
Great. The idea for CircleVision came from Walt Disney himself. Back in 1955, before the opening of Disneyland, Walt asked his creative team to develop an all-new motion picture system, one that would surround his audiences with sights and sounds. And that was a tall order, but in time they created a new system which they called Circorama. To capture the 360-degree views, 11 16-millimeter cameras were mounted on a special base and then attached to a specially equipped station wagon which traveled through the West. The film was then projected on small overhead screens to completely surround the theater. At the time in which this motion picture was filmed, Lyndon Johnson was president. The average salary was just over $6,000. You could buy a hot dog for just $1.25. Miniskirts were in fashion, and you could buy a brand new car for just $2,000. To my right, we have the California state flag. How many Californians do we have today? All right. How about from a different state? Anybody from a different state? All right, let me just, okay, where are you guys from with the red hat?
Texas.
All right, Texas. Woo! Okay, where are you guys from right here?
New Mexico.
New Mexico. Anybody else? Me. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, where are you from? Colorado. All right. Okay, where are you guys from right over here?
From Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Wow, great. Anybody else? Anybody else? Different country? Indonesia. Wow. Wow. Okay, guys, keep coming in. Don't just stand in the back. Just come on inside. Come on all in. Anybody else from a different country or different state? Different country, different state? Oh, right over here. Okay, where are you from? South Africa. Wow, great. Wow, wow. And, okay, right here, where are you guys from? Japan. Wow, great. Japan. Anybody else? Okay, so the rest of us are from California? Yeah? No? Who's saying no? No? You guys, are you guys tired? You guys don't have till 12 o'clock tonight. Uh-oh. You guys have to go take a nap. Did you guys eat lunch? Maybe that's it. Did you guys eat lunch? No. You need energy, guys. You need energy. You need energy. I just ate my lunch. Look at how much energy I have. Oh, no. Anybody else from a different country or different state? Did we get everybody? Did we? Where? Who's raising their hand? Over there, what? Oh, okay. Anybody else? Okay, guys, listen up. On the count of 3, okay? On the count of 3, you guys are going to yell out the state or the country which you come from, okay? Are you guys ready? You got a bit to eat. You guys, you need to take a nap because you still have till 12 o'clock tonight. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay, guys. 1, 2, 3. Come on, we can do better than that. Come on, guys. Let's try it one more time. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Well, guys, our show's going to start in a few minutes, so what I need you to do, if you have a wheelchair or a stroller, I need you to go on the far left-hand side where that lady, she raised her hand right over there. I need you to go where that railing is, right over there on the far left-hand side. So, once again, hi. Are you from California? She's saying no, she's not, but she is. Are you guys from California? Yes? Yes, good, good. Okay, guys, so once again, if you have a wheelchair or a stroller, come to the far left-hand side. The rest of you, come on up, guys. Take your personal belongings and walk up to the black line. Please do not step over the black line because the doors do open automatically. Okay, once again, if you have a wheelchair or a stroller, I need you to go to the far left-hand side. When we reach 10, shall we count down from 10? Yeah?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please, do you think I would say something
and we hope you enjoy the show. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CircleVision. Due to the way this motion picture is presented, you may feel as if you are moving, but rest assured nothing in the theater actually moves. Because your sense of balance may be pulled a bit, we've provided these rails for you to lean against. However, they were not designed to support your weight or that of your children, so please do not sit on them at any time. We also ask that you do not sit on the floor. If you need to exit the show at any time, feel free to use the doors on the left, and remember that there's no smoking and no flash photography inside the theater. If you'd like to hear the translation of the film in Spanish or Japanese, please use the translation phones on the opposite side of the theater from me. And now, on behalf of Disneyland and myself, we proudly present the 1960s classic, America the Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to America the Beautiful. Through the magic of CircleVision, you'll see it now, as perhaps you've never seen it before, in the round. As we take you on a magic carpet journey across the continent, we shall attempt to capture the American scene in all its panoramic variety. First stop, fabled Manhattan, city of dreams, and our gateway to adventure. Standing before us, a monument to man's highest aspirations, the United Nations building. Its towering form matches well this exciting metropolitan skyline. This building is a busy place, crowded every day of the year, for it attracts visitors from all over the world. This, too, is America. Rockport, Massachusetts, where a rousing chanty reminds us that its fishermen have followed the sea for generations.
Come on, young sailor, and listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish of the sea. Then blow you its westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.
Rustic America in Vermont, where the old covered bridge is still to be found. If you listen closely, In imagination, you may hear the hoofbeats of the countless horses that have passed this way. A peaceful village green and a little country church, symbol of a God-fearing people who carved a nation out of the wilderness. New Salem, Illinois. This typical village of the early 1800s has been recreated to remind us of our pioneer beginnings. Here it was that Abraham Lincoln spent his youth as storekeeper and postmaster. Mount Vernon, the stately home of George Washington, overlooking the broad Potomac. Our first president loved this site for its serenity and its magnificent vistas. Williamsburg, Virginia. Street, Williamsburg. Its appearance the same now as it was in pre-revolutionary times, except for the modern-day visitors. Here in modern Philadelphia stands Independence Hall. In its chambers, the Constitution was wrought and signed. And here was met the first government of the new nation so created. The same historic building from Independence Square, and framed in the doorway, the Liberty Bell, which rang out at the Declaration of Independence, echoing the words encircling its crown, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land, and unto all the inhabitants thereof." Washington's name in the District of Columbia, and citizens of all ages and many callings gathered on the mall to observe a pageant out of history. In the shadow of the Washington Monument stands the White House, home of our present chief executive and symbol of the presidency. Pennsylvania Avenue, and looming up ahead, the Capitol building on Capitol Hill. This, too, is America, where the laws that govern our land are enacted. In the peaceful countryside near Gettysburg, scene of the decisive battle of the Civil War, there stand in silent glory the monuments that honor the fallen. The Lincoln Memorial, a nation's heartfelt homage to the president who preserved the Union. Abraham Lincoln, a man for the ages, a man who lives on in the hearts of free men everywhere. Natural grandeur went into power to serve a growing nation. And this is America, historic West Point, oldest of the service academies. Here, young men are trained for the tasks of tomorrow with a scholar's broad knowledge of yesterday and today. And here at the Air Force Academy in Colorado, we find more of these young men of tomorrow, soon to be off in that wild blue yonder. At Annapolis, these midshipmen who will follow the sea are trained in the same spirit of duty and sacrifice and service to country. Chicago's Lakeshore Drive takes us swiftly along the shores of Lake Michigan. As a residential area, this section known as the Gold Coast is one of the city's finest. And now downtown, along Michigan Avenue, bridging the Chicago River. And now the southern climes. Connecting Florida with Key West and its superb fishing grounds is this 100-mile-long causeway over the Gulf of Mexico. Cape Canaveral, launching site for our astronauts. These towers are symbols of our nation's quest for new knowledge in outer space. Fabulous Miami Beach. Along this narrow strip of sand, the luxury hotel's number, at last count, 362, practically one for each day of the year. Now a journey to yesterday. A lovely setting outside Charleston, South Carolina, where the city actually had its beginning long ago. In the colorful French Quarter of Old New Orleans, American jazz was first heard. And to this day, Dixieland jazz still echoes through these quaint streets. Along New Orleans riverfront, ships and shipping create a busy scene, for the city is the port of entry for the entire Mississippi Basin. Over 1,000 miles upstream at St. Louis, Missouri, rises the elegantly simple Gateway Memorial, signifying that this was once the jumping-off place for the pioneers. And at its very foot, standing with dignity in a city very much of today, is the old St. Louis Courthouse, a graceful blending of the old and the new at the midline of the nation. And now, as the Colorado River leads the way, cutting through the mountains, we follow a trail into the great American West.
As I was out walking one morning for pleasure, I spied a cowpuncher whose ride was long. His hat was thrown back and his spurs were jingling, and as he approached, he was singing this song. Hungry tie-I-O, get along, the little doggies, it's your misfortune and not my own. Hungry tie-I-O, get along, the little doggies, you know that my old will be your little home.
Now through rugged backcountry to one of America's great natural wonders, Zion National Park in the state of Utah. Here, in nature's workshop, is a spectacular scene of wind-carved cliffs and sun-baked rocks. Fasten your seatbelts as we venture into Zion's deepest gorge. And now, our magic carpet must navigate with considerable care. Please don't pick the flowers as we pass. nature untouched and unspoiled. Inspiration Point Yosemite, high in the California Sierras. And framing the scene, majestic El Capitan and Half Dome. Sun Valley, Idaho, garbed in a mantle of purest white. Here is a superb ski setting known the world over. After a strenuous day on the slopes, a pleasant interlude in the quaint streets of the Alpine Village. Now off to our newest frontier, Alaska. Here is true wilderness as we follow the frozen Yukon. The city of Anchorage, Alaska's crossroads of the world. Here is the stopping point for nearly all air travel between North America and the Orient. Mount McKinley, glorious in her glacial grandeur, 20,300 feet high, the highest point on the North American continent. That sprinkle of buildings, snowed in on the edge of the Bering Sea, is Nome, Alaska, a community standing literally at the ends of the earth. On a nice warm day in summer, the temperature here will average 49 degrees. Ahead of us, crowning its famous hills, San Francisco, city of light, city of elegance and grace. What other city can boast a street like Lombard Street, where one almost meets oneself coming and going? Here, you don't need to turn your head to see the scenery. To really know San Francisco's charm is to know it at dusk at Fisherman's Wharf. Here, a rich variety of seafare may be found at every door. A different mood in a different town. A wild ride with a hook and ladder company through the streets of Los Angeles. Behind the cameras on a movie set. A scene that was once the real America has become make-believe America, recreated on every TV screen in the